how do you pronounce your last name?
In Danish, Rasmussen is in Danish.
Say it again slower.
Rasmussen, but I would say Rasmussen over here.
I want to say when you say it that quickly, I want to go Gesundheit.
Gesundheit. Well, that's German. That's not Danish. But
Europe's a small place.
We'll say Prosit.
So, you speak English really well?
I try to. Yeah. Sometimes
great.
I stumble across stuff, but
this is such an international event. And obviously people come from all over the world, but it's amazing the grid, how many countries are represented.
Shoot, even in however many we've had today, we've had probably 5 countries represented. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. Although I think you guys have the best pancakes, for my money. Danish pancakes.
Danish pancakes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Trust me on this.
Yeah,
Really?
I do love them.
Do you know what I live in California, and there's a place that's just all Danish. It's Solvang.
Yeah, Solvang.
You know Solvang? So there's a place called Powell's Pancakes. I'm not getting any kickback from this. They have the best Danish pancakes in the world, but they won't tell me what the secret ingredient is. What's the secret ingredient?
Well, I don't know. I mean, when I make pancakes myself, I like to put vanilla in there.
Maybe that's it.
I haven't been there, so I can't.
So you add vanilla?
I can't talk to their recipe.
Okay,
but,
all right.
That's my secret.
Or is it a texture?
Well, you know what?
What makes a Danish pancake
super
different?
thin?
Well,
super thin, right?
It's like they said in Talladega Nights. It's like a pancake, but very thin.
Good callback. I like that. Yeah, but that's vanilla.
Yeah, it's like a crepe. Is what we would.
Is there a powdered Danish pancake box? Wait a minute, those are Swedish pancakes.
Oh, yeah, with the powdered?
Honestly, we're getting pretty advanced now. I don't even know what the difference is.
It's all blending together.
The most famous Dane, Niels Bohr. You know him?
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Yeah.
Reaction from the crowd.
I know the
Niels
name.
Bohr,
I
the famous
forget.
physicist. He was
physicist.
the teacher of J. Robert Oppenheimer.
I'm
Yeah.
public school
That was
educated.
good. Well done.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Niels Bohr drove an Offie. No, wait a minute. He was friends with Oppenheimer. I was close.
Oh, right. I saw
right.
the movie. See, I
Yeah.
should have known that.
I'm. There's a statue of him.
Niels Bohr?
Yeah. In Copenhagen. That's where.
Amazing physicist. But let's talk about being at Indianapolis. How cool is this?
I'd say it's pretty badass.
Well said.
It's something that everyone is working towards for many, many years, and myself included. I started racing when I was 5 years old, and I still consider myself pretty young. I'm 23.
That is young. Trust me.
But even me, since I came to the United States in 2018, this has been the goal. So it's amazing to finally be here. Try to not think too much about it, of how big of a race it actually is, but how big of a deal it is.
Yeah.
But just try and kind of do it as every other race. Same mindset of going in and just doing the best I can. And I feel like we have a pretty good shot at doing something pretty good this weekend.
Did you watch growing up? Did you watch the 500 at all? Was it available?
No, not really. Only ever since I got to the United States. I grew up on Formula One. That's kind of IndyCar at that time anyways. IndyCar wasn't really huge in Europe. So my appreciation for IndyCar has really come later in life.
I asked this before, and I'm always fascinated what your first lap was like on this track when you got here. What was it like?
Yeah, it's pretty intense. But actually, I was happy with how slow it actually felt.
Really?
I've during the whole month of May, I've never really gotten overwhelmed with the speed. Qualifying maybe a little bit. That's pretty intense. But overall, no. Especially with how we do the ROP program, and you kind of slowly get to build up to it. So it's been a great experience. Ed Carpenter Racing has been amazing at giving me the confidence as a driver and giving me all the tools as a driver that I need to have a great month and have a great race.
If there's a guy that knows how to go fast, it's Ed Carpenter.
He knows a thing or two.
Any other Danes around here?
Christian Lundgaard. Is Danish
was he
as
the
well.
First Danish 500 driver? I think
believe so.
Right.
Yeah. He took me right up the inside.
Yeah. Worked so well the first time, we'll do it twice.
Yeah.
Right?
Now,
Yeah.
if you
So-
let's just say something at a race is going badly, do you curse in Danish, or do you go to the good old American
That's
English?
a good question.
What's the Danish curse word that we should know?
For fanden.
What is it again?
For Fen.
For fanden.
For fen.
For helvede.
For fen you.
But we use a lot of the same, like, would be it. You know,
That's universal. I think that's pretty universal.
It's pretty universal. Yeah.
That's sort of international.
Right.
That one translates. Yeah.
In a series of dumb questions, this may be the dumbest.
Brace yourself.
Do you hear people using when you're over in Europe saying "okay"?
Yeah.
I have noticed that I've been in France and there's someone okay.
Yeah,
It's
like
kind of-
okay,
it's kind of become this
that means
international-
that's the same in Danish. Yeah. If you really fun fact about okay, if you really want to piss off Lundgaard, spell it OK and not like OKAY. That really.
Everybody's got their thing. That's the
I
thing.
love that you know that about him too.
Yeah,
Like,
we're pretty close.
that's great.
Guess what I write to him every time.
Okay.
Now, do you listen to music to get your head clear before a race?
Not really. I try to just. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty chill. I just kind of hang around the car, talk to my guys, and I know some people have a really like they have certain music they need to listen to and really need to get in the zone like that. But I don't know.
You seem pretty chill, bro.
Yeah.
How many people
like
is just one person talking to you during the race?
Yes, only your strategist is talking to you.
And do you want a minimum of chat, or do you like to?
Actually, that being said, we also have the spotters here at the Oval. So we have a spotter in each corner. So we have 2 spotters and then the strategist. So actually 3 for the 500.
Who's your spotter in one?
Packy Wheeler is in 1, and then I have a NASCAR guy. His name is John in turn 3. Great guy, both of them.
Those are important guys.
NASCAR John.
Yeah,
NASCAR John.
That's
I don't know.
a great
I don't know
nickname,
his last
actually.
name.
That's a great nickname. I love that. Actually.
Do you like a minimum of chat?
Yes, I don't like too much, but it's Packy's always great at cheering you on. So that's
Let's
nice
go,
too.
buddy.
Yeah,
I do think I want to just pitch this. Hear me out. I mean, just have a little bit of music in there. Like, everybody. I've never been in my car.
Well, what would you
with
listen
radio.
to though?
I mean, like if it's going well, you kind of like some just chill like yacht rock maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Did you
But,
know-
A little classical.
There used to be a NASCAR guy that had a cigarette lighter.
Dick Trickle.
Dick
Dick
Trickle.
Trickle would smoke cigarettes in the car.
I've never heard about that.
If there was a long yellow, this is totally true.
There's
Different
I
time.
think it was Tony
It's a
Bittenhausen.
Different time.
a different era.
Yeah.
Famous picture of Tony Bittenhausen with his helmet on and a tube hanging out and a cigarette
No.
stuck in the tube.
Are
Look
you
it up.
serious?
Look it up.
Was it Tony or Gary?
Was it, I don't know. It was
That
a
sounds
Bettenhausen.
more like a
Yeah,
Gary.
it was Gary.
Gary Bettenhausen.
But yeah, it's a pretty famous
I don't
picture.
think. I don't think that would be you.
I wonder if any of the drivers even smoke anymore. They're all so fit. And
Yeah, it's a different era.
It's a different era.
Yeah, it is a different
I'm always
era.
fascinated when the times that I've been around the drivers after the 500, and like because it is a kind of a brotherhood that you guys have all gone 230 miles around a circle for 2.5 hours, and that kind
Oval.
of relief and the oval. Sorry, I think he might know it better than me. But like, do you feel that like even as a newer guy that you feel the bond with these dudes?
Yeah, and I think also part of it is that everyone basically lives around here. You guys just talked to Grosjean that doesn't. I guess he's down in Miami, but a lot of the drivers live around here, so we actually have a great little companionship. Everyone.
Did you live here in Indy?
Yeah, I live just north of here.
Nice.
Yeah,
Excellent.
so
you live in Carmel?
I live in Carmel.
So then you used to turn in the left, huh?
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Carmel has
in all the roundabouts.
Carmel, Indiana has more roundabouts than any other city in the world.
Yes,
And I believe they're eliminating. I think they're down to one light. They're putting in like the last.
Yeah,
4
there's one on Main
roundabouts.
Street up in the Arts District. But yeah, I think it's like 147 roundabouts in Carmel or something.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
And
It's
the art, the art in the middle.
Yeah, the
of
Arts
most of them
District is pretty funny too.
insane.
Yeah,
These pieces
you're
of-
driving around and then there's like right where I think it's Main Street that crosses the Monon. There's this statue of a policeman that stands like this to like stop you. But no, it gets me every time. I'm like, shoot.
Got me again. Damn you, Art.
But
That's great.
he never moves, so you're all right.
Well, Christian, what a great pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for joining
man.
us.
Yeah,
Go
thanks
get
for
him,
having
man.
me. Appreciate
Go
it,
get him,
guys.
brother.
Yeah.
Have a great day.